And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day. From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go, Giants! Yes, yes, yes! Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live here. Monday, it's 8 o'clock. Glenn and Lou and myself are here with you. We're going to talk some Giants baseball. Hey, had a weekend, couple of days without a show. Kind of sucks, man. You kind of get into the groove of things. You're like, man, you want to talk baseball. Let's talk about it. What happened over the weekend, Glenn?
Not too
Anything
much.
good?
Not too much. You know, Valentine's Day, I'm away from my missus. I miss her every day. She knows that. So I call those people in my life, you know, like it doesn't have to be Mother's Day or Father's Day. Valentine's Day, I called my mom, my papa, told them how much I miss them, and I'll be going to visit them real soon. You know that. So I'll have a week off coming up. When is that?
Nice.
Not till May. After the season starts, you guys will be rolling by then. So, yeah, just laying low, Eric, watching a little TV, a little, you know, Little House, Highway, all the usual things around the Craig household. How about you, Lou?
Nothing. Hey,
Glenn, I'm not sure what this is, but something's coming down from the sky, and I'm not used to it, and it's cold, and I hate it. So I need baseball to come because that usually means the summer's right around the corner.
Bingo.
Windy, stormy.
boy, it is pouring. I got a flood in my backyard. I was like, my God, the rain doesn't stop, and it's going to keep going.
And
I think until like Thursday or something like that.
And I'm a little bit worried with this huge storm, Eric, how the ballpark's doing. Since last weekend we saw some photos where the ballpark is not even close to being ready. As you know, they're redoing the inside and the outside of the ballpark. So hopefully the Giants
are a lot of mud
ahead. Yeah. So
I like Lou getting
a lot of mud.
windy and stormy in one line, like the old Bay Area song, you know, back in the Hate Street days. And windy had stormy eyes. I'm just saying, Lou, good call.
Oh, look at this! We're busting out in song on a Monday night. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, usually we don't have a whole lot to talk about, but maybe today you're going to go down a little lane and we'll dissect some of today's shenanigans.
You know, it's funny because I don't want to have to talk about this. I really don't, guys. Honestly, when I saw the news break, I'm going, what is going on here? Come on. We're not even why are we not talking about baseball? We need to be talking about baseball. We don't need to be talking about stuff that happened 2 months ago, more than 2 months ago. And it has absolutely nothing to do with the San Francisco Giants. Zero to do with the San Francisco Giants. So I'm not understanding what's going on here. And let's just break it down here, right? So Tony Vitello in the media scrum brought up the fact talking about what happened during his hiring process, right? About when the news was leaked, who leaked it, whatever, all that garbage. You remember the saga? Remember there was news that he was going to sign. Then we waited 4 days until a first official word came down. So there was a whole freaking. It was a circus, right? But does anyone care about that now? No one cares. Nobody cares what happened. At the time, it mattered because we didn't know who the next San Francisco Giants manager was going to be. So everybody was like, hey, what's going on? Is it going to be Vitello? Is it going to be Hundley? Is it going to be somebody else? Is it going to be Albert Pujols? Right? We were all talking about it. So at that time, yeah, it was, oh, yeah, let's talk about this. Let's see what's going on. Does anyone care here? Let's even talk about it. Even after it was announced, does it matter when it was announced or how it was announced? No. Okay, he's our manager. End of story, right? So why are we bringing this stuff up? I don't quite understand. We're in spring training. The full squad just reported this weekend. You're trying to prepare your team for the 162 game season that we call Major League Baseball. I could care less what happened. He brought up Tennessee a bunch of times. I don't care about Tennessee. What does Tennessee have anything to do with preparing the San Francisco Giants? And that's kind of where I'm at. Why dig this up? What is that going to do? And he had an interesting statement in here, and we'll get into it earlier. We'll get into it later because it's odd. And it came out of nowhere, and I'm like, what is this? What does this have to do with anything that is going on? You're the manager. You're the man. You are the skipper. You have to guide this team to go out there and try to get a playoff berth, right? So I don't understand. Glenn, I'll start with you. I mean, tell me your feelings on what he had to say. Again, talking about all the media crap that happened during his hiring process.
You know, he left something that he loved, Eric. So I think deep down in his heart of hearts,
got it.
Still got to love that. All right. But like Scott McKenzie said, Eric, do you remember the famous line Scott McKenzie used? Do you remember Scott McKenzie, Eric? I know Lou does. If you're going to San Francisco, make sure to wear flowers in your hair. I think it should be if you're going to San Francisco, leave Tennessee behind. It's, you know what? Maybe this was a one-off. He got it out of the way, Eric. Just move on and forget about it. I'll call it a day. But if this continues, I mean, he should be enveloped in Giants baseball. It's not orange and yellow; it's orange and black. He should be enveloped in the process at hand. The past is the past, Eric. Do we have a future with this guy? That should be his number one concern. I mean, to come out, especially the way, you know, like you just said it, Eric, they're fresh into camp. Could we please talk about Giants baseball? Get me geared up. I don't care about college baseball, really.
Yes.
I don't want to hear about it.
I don't.
I want to hear about what the future of this team has. And is he the man for the job, Eric? We still haven't even gotten to that yet. Is he the man for the job? He should be talking about your job.
Find out.
Eric, if I go on the radio station tomorrow and say 103.5 Capital FM, and next week I'm working for the country station, but I continue to go on the air in the country station and say the best rock on 103.5 Capital FM, that is the wrong approach, Eric. I got a new job. This is my house. Talk Giants baseball. Enough said.
Yes. Focus, right? Focus. So what's the focus? The focus isn't Tennessee baseball. I don't care about that. What does it matter? And yes, I understand. Perfectly said. That's where he came from, right? I get it. He has a love affair for that. I don't blame him for that. But when we're talking in a media scrum and you keep bringing this up, talking about the time of did he want to be the San Francisco Giants manager? Because we're going to talk about this. Obviously, he accepted a job, so that's where the focus should be, right? Mm-hmm. Orange and black, not just orange, right? Come on, man. We're getting ready for spring training baseball here in the next week. So let's focus on what we don't have a damn closer. Our bullpen is a little bit weird. The rotation, we'll see how that works out. We got bigger things to worry about than what the hell was going on with the media And look, if he thinks the media is going to get easier as the season progresses, he's got another thing coming, right, Lou? Let me kick this to you. This is what you have to deal with as a major league manager. You're going to have to deal with the rumors, the innuendo, the reporting. You may like some, you may not like some. So talk to me, Lou. What you think?
Well, I'm going to go a different way. I thought today was the initial press conference with spring training and the reporters. And I think what he did, he's used to being the man in Tennessee. And obviously a couple sports reporters caused problems. They could have caused his wife. I did like he brought up the coaches, where the coaches knew sort of before him. He also might be one of these guys. He's not really IT suave, so he doesn't.
Uh-oh. Is he locked up? Is it me or is it him?
Really?
Lou, or going?
No. Before the show, we had some problems with Lou, too.
You're
no.
Lou!
I think we'll
I'm giving her out. She's not captain. She can't take much more.
He did all the work 100%.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear 100% of what Lou said. So I missed all that, Lou.
Hey, Lou, do me a favor, Lou. Yeah, there he. Yeah, Lou, do a reset on your computer and come back in. You're a little bit choppy. But I hear what he's saying. He's talking about being the guy. When you were in Tennessee, he was the man. It's a little bit different in MLB. Now, look, are you still the guy? Absolutely, as a manager. But it's a little bit different when you are the guy, right, in college baseball. So, man, dude.
There's a lot of truth to that, too.
I don't understand.
A lot of truth to that. I never thought of that angle. Good call by our buddy Lou. Because when you walk around the streets of San Francisco, you're going to see those banners that I've got all over my condo, my place here in Winnipeg. The big banners that I scaled the light poles at 2 a.m. and took. Hope the Giants aren't watching. But listen, Eric, he's not the face of the franchise. The manager at the major league level is not the face of your franchise. You can't act like that.
Correct.
Devers and Jung-Hoo, and they're the face of your franchise.
Those are your guys. Yes.
Maybe at college level. Maybe it's, and it is in football too. I can name you half of the college football coaches, but I can't name any players on the team. The major league level, I shouldn't worry about the coaches. I want to know who the players are getting the job done. Do you agree?
Fair enough. Lou,
sorry guys.
Really
it's pouring rain outside.
It's
pouring rain, so it might be like this for a while, but we'll figure it out. What I was going to say is, since it is the initial thing, it might have affected his coaches. It might have affected his players. And he just sort of wanted to set the guideline. If you have a problem, you come to me. I personally, again, I know there's different aspects. I thought Susan was the one who asked him. And I've been complaining about the Giants, Alex and Susan, where they're sort of under the Giants payroll. And I sort of like it where he said, hey, it stops. Okay. If you have a problem, you come to me, because he kept bringing up how Buster would have felt. Buster, if he got back to who it was, Buster, because I think the biggest problem with the Giants, maybe the last 4 years, has been the reporting. KNBR is such homers. Alex and Susan are such homers. Maybe a change of attitude where none of that BS anymore is maybe going to reflect the team in general. Like last year with Melvin. You have a knucklehead who can't even run the bases, doesn't even listen to the coach. I like that it was day one where he's saying, hey, guys, if you don't like it, I'm closer with Buster than you. Changes are going to happen. We're going to do it my way, the Giant way, none of this BS that we've done in the past. So that's the way I took it, and I sort of liked it because it's a fresh approach where when we went from the best manager of all time, in my mind, with Bochy, to two complete losers who should have never been managers. And they ran the team their way, and it was a failure. Now you're coming back where the guy's successful in the SEC. He wants it his way, and I have no problem. The one thing is you got to do it now. It is spring training, so everyone's getting the feel of everybody, but you can never do this once the season starts. Because if he's having problems with local reporters, what are you going to do when you go to Philly, when you go to New York? You know what? You'll be blowing out. You won't make the air. So at least try it now. It's only spring training. Everyone's getting to know everyone. It's the same thing in spring training games. You have umpires, new umpires trying to prove their point. I like what he did. It's over with. Let's put it behind us. Now let's start talking baseball.
You know, one thing that
There you go.
we can lead into that too, what Lou just said, Eric, I'm interested if this is kind of you get an underlying feeling that I wouldn't use the term throw anybody under the bus, but I believe that maybe his attitude is that he's going to hold people accountable, and that will include the players in the field, something that Lou just said, past management. I know you screwed up twice in tonight's game, but give it the old college try tomorrow. Well, maybe this guy's going to say, enough with college, and I'm going to hold you accountable. You're out of the lineup tomorrow.
They need that.
Yeah, well, yeah, dude, that's a fact. You do need that. But let's see what happens.
You got to agree, don't you?
I just find it odd.
Accountability. There hasn't been accountability the last few years.
You got to have accountability. There's no doubt about it. But what does that have to do with anything with that? This had nothing to do. He's bringing up, look, I put ruminating. That's what it seems like. He's ruminating on what happened when he left Tennessee and came to San Francisco. Why? It's done. It's over. So why bring it up? What was the point of that? And here's something that he said during that scrum. He said, what does he mean when he says he might have changed, or it might have changed the course of history if he knew who leaked the news? What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What could have changed in the course of history if he found out who leaked the news? What does that mean? Can anyone explain that to me? Glenn, let me ask you, when you see that change the course of history, if he knew who leaked the news, what does that tell you when you hear that?
Dude, I actually heard the clip. I heard the interview.
Yeah, it said that. Yeah, it's not out of context.
You know what? I think only Tony Vitello and
only Tony.
They only know what
only
that
Tony.
Means. But maybe he wouldn't have come here, Eric. Maybe.
That's
Eric,
what it sounds like.
Were there any other suitors?
I don't know. And that's the thing. It's like, are you trying to sit there and say that you would not have been the manager of the San Francisco Giants if he knew who leaked the news? Is that?
Hey,
I don't
you know
like
what it
that.
also? You know what it resonates,
like that, man.
You remember a couple of years ago? Do you remember during all the shenanigans about signing Shohei in Los Angeles, and it better not leak, and then the manager
better not leak
at the press conference, Eric?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember.
Maybe
that,
he's taking a page from the Dodger playbook, and you can't be who's leaking all this stuff. I mean, if you're worried about leaks, he's going to be, if they come out again, Eric, if they come out of the gate real slow in April, he will not want to read the front page of the Chronicle, will he?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you're going to,
because he's the guy who's going to be held accountable. He's the guy who will be held accountable.
Yeah. Right. Or Lou, when you see that, change the course of history. If he knew who leaked. What's he saying?
I think that's a line that he's using now because it's already done with. I think that's just a line to get everybody on the same page. I think he said that even though he wouldn't have. If I would have found out.
Yeah, he's having troubles.
We're having trouble with Lou tonight there, and he had some good comments early. I'm really excited.
I know.
What he's bringing to the table tonight.
Yeah, the weather can do that. But this is. I don't understand that. I mean, isn't that a little bit unnecessary? Unnecessary. Why would you say it would have changed the course of history if I knew it? I mean, that's just
press conference. Eric, the press conference was unnecessary. Let's talk some baseball.
Yes, let's talk baseball, man. And hey, our buddy Marty Lurie, what did he do? He asked a question about Drew Gilbert. He's asking baseball questions to get it off of why he brought it up. Again, and if it's stuck in his craw, okay, then, well, you know what? Go talk it out with somebody else. Don't talk it out when guys are with their phones recording every word, writing down every little thing that you're saying, and video cameras recording for prosperity. Come on, man.
Yeah, maybe that's a one-on-one. Maybe that's a one-on-one. Is he a kind of guy who throws people under the bus, Eric? Maybe that should not be in the public forum.
Yeah, or how about this? Or, hey, guys, I want to talk to you off the record. Hey, this is kind of been bugging me. I want to kind of just get it off my chest. I don't need to have it put out into the to the freaking airwaves, right? And then talk about it.
Let's go. Fire the tape.
And look, and if he came out and said this during his initial presser when he got hired for the job, that makes sense because people would be like, okay, it's fresh. Oh yeah, this news was leaked a little bit prematurely. This is what went down. Kind of give a timeline. He could be like, yeah, I didn't like the way it went out, but hey, I'm here. I'm ready to be the skipper of the San Francisco Giants. Let's go win some freaking games. I'm okay with that.
Want to give him one more try here?
Yeah, let's see. There he is.
There he is.
Lou, every time you want to talk, man, your internet says nope.
I know. I can't believe this. It's all right.
Hey, it's all good.
We'll go down. I just think that I think the line where it could have changed is he thought of after the fact just to keep everybody on the same line. But I do like what Glenn said.
Hello. Oh, he liked it. Now I can't hear him.
Glenn, is he still there?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Is this? He was never going to it's not like there was another suitor.
Okay.
I think he's using that line just to keep everybody. All right, now, guys, we're here to roll. But like I said, it is bad if this was the first time everyone was together because I really never saw the initial press conference.
The initial one was okay.
Yeah, but where you get to sit down in spring training where now you're the man. And at Tennessee, he had everything bought into him. You know, he was like that star player that never got told he did something wrong. Now here he is, and he could have maybe felt the pressure. You know, it's a lot different. The season now starts. You're wearing the orange and black. And by the way, those hats are the most ugliest looking things I've ever seen. I will never buy one. Get rid of that crap. Whoever designed it, probably another idiot who works for the Giants. The most ugly looking thing. I'm not even sure what that is to the left of
Lou, Giants spring training merch.
Ruins the whole vibe. Maybe that's why Tony got upset.
We lost.
You know what? Hey, I think Lou, what do you got against cactuses, man? That's what it is off to the side, right? It's a cactus. Wait, I think is he back? I can't tell.
Is it a cactus? I thought it was the shape of Arizona. I thought it's the shape of Arizona with a. You know what? I think
it's a cactus,
dude. It looks like something you're going to wear on your vacation. Tommy D and I would wear in Mexico or something.
Hey, check it out. Joe Serrato, our good friend from the Rio Grande Valley down in the stars at night are big and bright. Woo! Deep in the heart of Texas. Yes, Joe from Texas. He chimes in and says, hi, guys. Tony Vitello needs to focus on his team now, not bring up Tennessee. I agree. That's all I'm saying. Look, it's done. It's over with. San Francisco Giants fans can care less about that. It means nothing. I know it means something to him, and I'm not trying to take that away, but I think there's a time and a place that you can go out there and you can get that off your chest, right? I don't know the sports psychologist or talking to close confidence, right? And talk to them and say, hey, man, this has really been bugging me. Let me get it off my chest because I got to be focused on the San Francisco Giants, right? I got to get this team ready to go out there and play 162.
Let me take it a step further. You know something that's really been stuck in my craw since the signing, Eric? I've been asking you, and nobody knows. Nobody knows, Eric. I said, what angle is he going to take with Drew Gilbert? You brought his name up a few minutes ago. You said that Marty was inquiring about that. If he's so locked into Tennessee baseball, is Drew Gilbert going to get the special treatment?
Well, now, hey, guess what? Now we can talk. Boy? Hey, let's talk about baseball now, because over the weekend, the Giants went out there and made another move. They picked up another outfielder on a major league contract. He does have options, which is key.
The option will be in 12 days that he won't be here.
Yeah,
that's the option.
Will Brennan was signed to a major league contract coming off of, guess what? Guess what he's coming off of? Injury. We got a MASH unit. The offseason was a MASH unit, man. I tell you what, but hey, whatever. Again, outfield depth, okay. Let's see what happens. I'll tell you one thing, though. Now that we could get into some actual baseball news, what's going on with this outfield? Matos has no more options. Encarnacion has no more options. Drew Gilbert, Will Brennan, they both have options. So they could start off the season in Sacramento. So it makes me wonder, Glenn, would you be okay if the Giants, and look, we got the entire spring training to talk about this. Would you be okay if Matos starts off the season on the team since he doesn't have any options? And if it doesn't work out for whatever reason, you could go down to Sacramento and you could either yank Will Brennan or you can yank Drew Gilbert to take his spot. So what do you think? Are you okay with giving Matos, quote unquote, his last run, maybe as a Giant?
Given the option, you'd call options.
I know.
Given the options, man, he's really going to be a thorn in their cactus, isn't he? Because what there's going to be again, Eric. How do I sum this up without repeating myself? We've got too many unanswered questions, Eric.
We do, and look,
so many angles.
Hey.
You know what? I'm surprised you brought up the name MASH unit, that theme. Because Radar O'Reilly, what was he always? He wanted things to get better, Eric. He was, over there in Korea in the war, and it was a tough time. And what was he always doing, Eric?
Yeah, listening for the choppers. That's right. He knew it.
He knew. And I knew the chopper to Will Brennan. I would have given him a return ticket. Say, come on, get out of here. You just fly Southwest, go home. I think he'll be back. Do you think he's going to play into our? What are we doing, Eric?
I don't.
When I see these names, Will Brennan, I go. What are they? They're more worried about winning a AAA championship.
Well, I mean, to your point, look, you got outfield depth, all right? I get it, but is it the priority? The need, isn't it at the bullpen at this particular time? Sounds like the rotation. You're not going to improve the rotation. Okay, then how about we build the bullpen? Go out there and get a closer because I really am not excited about Ryan Walker, and nothing against him, but we just saw with our own eyes of what he did last year, and I don't like it, man.
Manasian seems to be a cookie cutter, playing the cookie cutter role of what we saw from Farhan. Why are we polishing those turds, getting these guys on to a man? Everybody comes in post-injury, Eric, and some of them can't play till April or May or June. Some of them can't play till August. It's a page out of the Farhan book. Why do we got to get greasy with it? Ooh. Because they want to one-up everybody. Look what we got on the cheap. Oh, boy.
Hey, what do you win
with, Alec? Eric? You got to win with talent.
What did Colonel Potter say when things weren't on the up and up?
What was that?
Horse hockey. Horse hockey, right? That's what it's about. It's a bunch of horse hockey, all right? Aaron Loss donates $2, says $2 towards Starling and some cookies for Lou. There you go, man. We got a donation for Lou to go get Starling. There you go. Why not?
Oh,
hey, blame the weather. AK is saying the Pagero with a tight hamstring. Well, there you go. There you go. What are you going to? Whatever. Miles, what's up? It says, what's up, Glenn and Eric? Hope you are having a spectacular night. All right. Yeah. You know what? I'm guessing. You know how it is when you're in spring training, and if you have a player that has options, more times than not, unless they're having an absolutely spectacular spring training, you're going to get sent down to Sacramento because, well, you have options. You don't have to be on the 26 man. So, and they haven't done anything with Matos. There has been no trade. They haven't let him loose. So I'm guessing they're going to give him that one last hurrah. Hey, if you could stick, that's fine, right? Yeah. That's good. We want you to succeed, right? That's what we want. We want him to succeed. But they do have options now in Sacramento because if they come into a situation where, hey, we're short an outfielder, well, there you go.
First week of training camp, Eric.
I know, man.
I'm having chest pain.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I'm having chest pain.
Oh, we're.
I thought I was gonna. You know what? After Verlander last year, the Verlander scandal at the beginning of the season, bringing him in, the old guy. I thought, we'd move on from that, but the chest pains, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm coming again. I'm coming to see you. Jesus.
And look, and here's the thing. Dilated real quick. I'm ready to watch some baseball, see some results, and catch Giant Sports Talk Live post game. Right on, Dilated. We have fun. It's fun talking about the game after it's been played.
You know what? It truly is.
Your number one source for Giant sports talk and debate. Always has been, always will be. Giant Sports Talk Live.
Yeah, so it'll be, meaningful baseball talk, Eric. That's what I want.
Yeah, baseball. There you go. That's what it's about. Baseball talk. But just to put a bow on this, Glenn, if Greg Johnson or Buster Posey or Larry Baer or anybody else came out and said anything kind of weird, would we not be on here talking about it? So Tony Vitello shouldn't be any exception. End of story, right? That's just if something is going to be talked about and it seems a little bit weird, and to be honest with you, there's more questions than answers with that presser. So hey, I'll, again, put it to bed. Hopefully this doesn't come up again for whatever reason. Hopefully he got it off his chest and we could go on with some Giants baseball. But anyways, yeah, man, the full camp is reported to spring training, so it's going to be fun. You're going to get game. What does the game start? I think the 21st is the first game. 21st, 22nd, I think is the first game of spring training. And hey, let's go, man. Come on.
That announcer, nobody even knows. Isn't that the funny thing about the media, Eric? Especially when you're doing tracks, nobody knows what you look like. I have applied for so many jobs, Eric, and then you get called in for the interview, and they think, well, you're a short little fat man. 6'1" and as skinny as a rake. Eric and you and I are built very similar, Eric.
Oh, that's funny.
People to hear the voice, or back in school, I don't know I don't know how many potential dates I had. God, you got a sexy voice, but you're downright ugly.
What is it? You got a voice for radio. Is that how it
That's
goes?
the old line, Eric. That's the old line, buddy.
Look at JB. Holy crap, dude.
Hold on.
It is Australian.
I
don't know what that translates.
That'll be about
Australian.
That's about 60 bones.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty freaking significant, man.
And now, another Giant Sports Talk Live Super Chat.
I thought we would give him a big introduction there. You take it away, Eric.
Wow. That comes out to 65 US, says JB. My God. JB, much appreciated, buddy. Look, guys, if you guys don't know already, JB, he's in here. He's in Australia, and he's in here every single night. Every night. And we appreciate him, man. That's awesome. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree, but let's take a look at what he said. Now the Vitello and Tennessee stuff's in the rear mirror. We're now less than a week from competition starting. Yes, sir. Just want to say a massive thank you to you two and Lou for all the effort and laughs that you give fans during the offseason. Here's to the 2026 Giants and Giants Sports Talk Live. Dude, that's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, buddy. Dude, hey, JB, are you coming down? I know you said sometimes you come over here for you come over here to the East Coast to watch some baseball. Are you gonna make it down here to San Francisco? Because if you do, I will definitely have to attend a game.
You will be down. I'll walk 2 blocks to meet him, and side by side, he and I will stick together to uphold the Giants' name. I know he knows where I'm going with that.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, JB? Side by side, we stick together to uphold the Giants' name.
Oh, that has to be Australian rules football stuff.
There you go, Eric.
Hey, how about
good old Hollywood forever? How about good old Giants? Let's just get back. Eric, we got to get back to a dynasty of Giants baseball. The past. Bring the past to the present.
Oh,
because
dude,
Eric,
I like talking about the
past. It's been thin pickings, hasn't it? You go back till after that. Remember that postseason? We could have won that series against the Cubs. They go on to win the World Series, Eric. We didn't have the pitching. And what happened there? Similarity, Eric, to what we're talking about right now, buddy. We needed pitching. What did they do at the trade deadline? We'll roll with what we got. They lost game 4. Because they had not a pitcher. Nobody could get an out.
They couldn't get that closer. Yeah, that was horrible,
So
man.
go
Horrible.
and get what we need. Stop
Yeah.
with the Will Brennans.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's talk
Will
about
Brennan
this.
pitch.
Hey,
This is something I don't know about, Eric.
Glenn, in 2016, when the bullpen couldn't get that last out, they sent it to a game 5, right? Who was witnessing what was happening right before his own eyes?
I know Bernice was there. She was a front row third base. She was just
Let's
down
just say it was
Oh,
a San Francisco Giant. Someone was sitting right there. Hey, no worries, Lou. It's all good.
Buster. Yeah, how about Buster?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about Buster Posey was in the squat during that entire episode of what happened in 2016.
The squad.
So he knows what it takes to get that damn last out so you can move on and go try and get that World Series trophy. So, yeah, come on. Let's go, man. Let's go. We all understand that the bullpen it's a vital part. How did the Giants win? They're 3-5. Large part of it was because of the bullpen. You cannot just sit there and kind of piece it together. You got to have guys in that bullpen, right?
But are they leading us down the yellow brick road? You know, the man behind the curtain? Maybe the man behind the curtain is actually Manasian. Maybe Buster. Eric,
Hey,
he may be the face of this, and but at the end of the day, I'm questioning some of these moves, Eric. I'm questioning a lot of these moves. I don't understand what they have to do with what, as you mentioned, our needs are. But who's pulling the strings? Is it Manasian? Yeah. Because again, I'll go back to what I said earlier, and I've said often, Eric. Too many of these moves, they just reek of Farhan-like esque moves. And who worked under Farhan? Manasian.
Yeah, he did. He did. See, Senior knows he was there. The front row down on the first base line. Watched Chapman warm up, made eye contact with him. Knew we were done. Yeah. Look, it was an absolute. Oh, that was heartbreaking. I'll never forget. I'm sitting there in front of the TV, Glenn, watching this unfold, 2016. I got so mad. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go outside and I'm going to go water the lawn. I'm going to water. It was at nighttime. I always water it in the evening time here. I was like, I'm going to go out there and water the lawn because I cannot sit here because something's got to change. And I had my little radio out there listening to it as I'm watering. And I'm like, what in the hell am I listening to? I have never been so disgusted than what was going on in that game 4 of the 2016 NLDS. God, that was rough, man.
I'll never forget the next morning. Mike Krukow had the greatest sound bites ever on radio.
Oh yeah, he went off.
You talk about a guy who works for the franchise, works for the team. Oh, he threw everybody under the bus. He said, "This is what we needed. What did you go and get? Nothing." He goes, "This is what you get when you don't address the issues prior. You're at the trade deadline. You knew you needed pitching. What did you go out and get? Squat. Nothing, Eric."
Yeah.
When you don't address the issues, will things ever improve? No.
Nope. Legit. Hey, Lou was there too. Look at this. We have a lot of guys who are in the chat who were at that game. I was at the game and had a private jet tickets to Chicago. Oh my God. Oh, he was ready to go to Chicago, man, to watch game 5. 7 straight batters. 7 straight batters, man.
That's why we brought Lou into the show. We're rolling with the heavies. I hope you realize that, Eric.
Yeah.
You realize we're rolling with the heavies now.
Yeah, man. Look at this, man. Private jets and holy shit.
I'm taking
man.
the munis on private jets.
Oh, JB, that's a great question, my friend. Pitching and defense. That's a mantra that we've heard throughout. Remember, I'm a subscriber to it. I'm all about pitching and defense. Did we really address the pitching part? We got depth. Gosh, I'm not going to do it again, but I'm going to talk. We got the depth. We need the guys and whatever. We'll see what happens. Man, let's see what happens. That's all. Look, baseball's going to get ready to start. I don't want to keep having to freaking do this over and over because it's just, I know you guys will probably get tired of hearing it, but it's just I tell you, when I get talking about the pitching, the San Francisco Giants pitching, it gets me kind of riled up, and I always have to talk about it. I feel sorry for those who always have to feel my rants, because it's just, you get me going, man.
And watch with the other teams. You know what? We have to worry about, I always say, worry about your own business. But Eric, those other teams in the division, you know where the Dodgers are? We won't get into that. The Dodgers are the Dodgers. They're in the penthouse. Okay. I don't want to end up in the outhouse, Colorado, looking, we're looking over their shoulders at Colorado over the world. But Arizona, re-sign a pitcher. Did you see the move? The Padres go out, and it might have been questionable. Might have been like, well, I don't know. Padres go out and get good players who produce, Eric. They did it again today.
I saw that Walker Buehler signed a minor league contract. I would have been okay with Walker Buehler on the Giants on a minor league contract.
Castellanos.
Castellanos? Damn, dude. I would have stayed away from Castellanos. Guys,
he signed with the Padres today. So again, the other teams, you got to worry. They're making improvements. They're not sitting idly by going, let's just watch, see what the Giants do, how they do this year, and they'll get better. Well, we're going to get better too, is what they're saying.
Yeah. They would look. They signed the Walker Buehler is a better signing for me. I would not have touched Castellanos again with the press that was coming out. I mean, it was pretty bad. The Giants didn't need. You could have done something better than Castellanos. But hey, Padres want to go out there and take that risk. Have at it.
Yeah, if the Padres make the playoffs next year, Eric, and we're sitting on the sidelines again.
Well, that may happen. Julio Arroyo. Hey,
but listen, Eric, wait a second. I'm not going to argue with you. You got your opinion. You say don't. I can understand the reasoning behind not getting Castellano or whatever. I don't even know how to say his name. But Eric, we're talking the San Francisco Giants going out and signing the Will Brennans of the world, Eric. Other teams are signing more talent than us. And what happens when you got talent? You win ball games, Eric.
Yeah, you do. But look, come on, Castellanos is going to, dude, the Giants don't need another strikeout batter. They don't.
Oh, I agree. I'm just.
But I hear what you're saying, that they're going out there.
Talent.
They're going out there and trying to improve the roster. I get what you're saying. I totally understand. Hey, look at that. Another super chat. Julio Arroyo. I have not seen you in the chat before. Welcome to the fraternity that we call Giants.
I saw him down in the schoolyard, Eric.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. He goes, the last move, while not glamorous, is a contact hitter with options. Yes, I mentioned the options. Not big, but makes sense if they let Matos and Encarnacion go. Exactly. Julio, that's exactly where I was going with this. Because I think Encarnacion, I hate to say it, I think he's what I mean by hate to say it is it sucks seeing a guy get let go, right? It just sucks. But if Eldridge is going to make the team, Encarnacion is gone, right? If Matos, right, or if Gilbert or Brennan makes the team, Matos is going to be shown the door. So, yeah, if you want to go out there and give Matos his last run, that sounds bad because I don't know if it will be his last run, but if you're giving him his last chance and see what he could do with it, I'm okay with that because as you said, Julio, he's got options. He's a contact hitter, which is something that Giants need. And you could send him down to Sacramento, and if you need him, you can bring him up. So it's really not now where it does affect the club. He is on the 40-man roster, right? So if you want to go out there and sign you want to sign another reliever, well, now you got to make another move on that 40-man because all the guys who are injured, who is it? Foley, Rodriguez, and there's a third guy who's on that the pitcher that they signed that's not going to be able to pitch this year is on the 40-man, and he's on the 60-day DL, so he doesn't go up against the 40. So they got three guys right now on the 60-man or the 60-day, which doesn't affect, again, the roster. But they're running up against it. So
yeah, okay. Again, I asked you, Eric. You just three options right there, three pitchers. What are we doing?
I don't know. Glenn, I don't know.
I know what we're going to be doing soon, though, Eric.
Come see Eric, Glenn, and Lou for the Giants Sports Talk Live meet and greet. March 14th from 3 to 7 p.m. at Tommy's Mexican Restaurant, home of the world-famous Tommy Margarita.
There we go, baby. Woo! I can't wait, man. March 14th. We're talking less than a month away, Glenn. We'll be at Tommy's Mexican Restaurant having fun with all those who will attend. Hey, you guys attend, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. I'll be hanging out with Glenn and Lou.
I hope so. I hope I'll be there.
If you can't, well,
I
that
hope
sucks.
I'll
What
be
the hell?
there. 70% of the airline flights right now
Mhm.
have been
What?
shelved. So, yeah.
The hell's
Yep.
going on?
Well, it was like my last flight down there. There were like 180 seats on the plane, and there was like 36 of us. Nobody's. We're not going to get into politics.
Gotcha. No. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I know exactly. Hey,
They've canceled so much, man, and it's a nightmare.
rent a car.
Huh?
Rent a car. That's a long drive, dude.
Dude.
No way, dude.
That truly is, welfare transit for me. I'm not driving all the way to California.
Greyhound. Hey, yeah, there we go. And then we can get another good bus story.
Oh my God. I can't beat yours. That was the greatest ever.
Oh my God, dude.
You know what? You know the story that's on the street right now, Eric?
Your number one source for Giant sports talk and debate. Always has been, always will be. Giant Sports Talk Live.
There we go. Right on,
That's
man.
right. Word of the
So,
street is, Eric.
What's up,
things
Davis?
are Good.
What's up, Chris? Dude, I hope you guys are able to show up, man. That'd be fun. It'd be fun, man.
JB.
Who is the
will have
announcer?
an easier time.
No.
JB have an easier time. That's not Eric, is it? I heard you in the last promo, the Tommy's promo.
That's me, baby.
Meeting.
Yeah, how about that? Not too bad. A little.
In the budget on big talent.
Hey, I'm working on it. It's not the best, but hey, it got the job done, right? It got the job done.
There you go. Giant Sports Talk Live. Good on
Oh,
you.
look at this, Gordo. I have not seen this. Netflix is actively pursuing all-time home run leader Barry Bonds to join their coverage for the San Francisco Giants versus the New York Yankees opening day game.
Never saw that.
Wow. I have not seen that. That would be kind of cool. That'd be cool. Hey, go private, says Tom. There you go. Go private.
Yeah, like I've got my private plane sitting out there. It's Lou we're talking about. Come on.
Hey, why not, man?
I'm like Eric sitting next to the sockless guys on the bus. That's me. Jesus. That was the best.
Start
story.
this weekend. Senior, I'm pretty sure this weekend.
I think they start Saturday,
sure.
do they not, Eric? I think we're only like 5 days out.
I think it's like Saturday, yeah. Man, how about I know Marty said I think he's doing this first show on the 22nd. Yeah, right?
Not
Yeah.
that it really matters, Eric, really.
Yeah, hey, it's baseball, right? Come on. I'm ready for the WBC. I'm gonna watch some WBC.
Yeah.
Right? Let's see how that works out, man. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And then once we get later into the WBC, we'll do some post games. Maybe the quarters or the semis. We could talk about it. Why not? No,
Oh, I see Senior. Senior's always into music, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The Cars. Let's go. Doom.
There we go. Speaking of music, how about that? Hey. Who is that guy in that white
That
shirt?
was a junior, not a senior. That was a junior, Eric.
Who
was a young
was that
senior.
man in that white shirt?
Oh, love
Oh, man. Insane in the membrane. If anyone knows who that guy is in the white shirt, well,
it. Cypress Hill.
you win a cookie. You win a cookie.
Cypress.
Yes, that is correct, Tom. The WBC is going to make spring training just fly by. Fly by. Yep. Season opener is only on Netflix. Oh, I think. Oh, man.
Oh, can't be.
Whatever. We'll see.
Not the
It
season.
might be. I could see. Oh, I think it is. I think Netflix is. I think they are, man.
Dude, Eric, I had a hard enough time finding playoff games over on the Jeez.
True TV. Watch Giants
TV,
baseball on True TV.
Mystery Channel. That was, headline news. Headline news isn't even news anymore. All they do is run that same show 24 hours a day, right? Next to me, we interrupt this program. We haven't find Billy Bob was buried in the desert. We interrupt that because it's time for Giants baseball. Come on, Eric. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Now
Man.
everybody's got a slice of baseball pie, dude.
They do. That's a fact.
Even NASCAR. I turned on the NASCAR race. Dude, it's on Peacock. It's on NBC. It's on Fox. Some races are on Fox Sports 1. Some of them are being moved over to CW networks are carrying races.
CW? Yeah.
So it allows everybody to sell their wares. If you're an NASCAR fan, you got to buy my package. You want to watch those races. So I don't know. I think I'm all in on the pay-per-views, Eric. You want to watch your team?
Pay
$100, pay $99. It's $99 this year for the.
You know what would be nice? You know what? I think it might when Major League Baseball takes over, supposedly. I think by like 2030 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll do that. Hey, you want to watch all your team's coverage? Spend this much and you get it all. No blackout days.
Eric. They announced last week. It's a $99 package where you'll only get the Giants.
Yeah, but I bet you it's out of market. I bet you it's not in market because of the TV deals. That's the problem. See, the TV deals is what's messing all this up because, you go pay $80 for the MLB. You're only going to watch them when they're freaking away. You can't watch them when they're home.
And just buy. You know what? I'm not going to bitch about it. You know me. I go out and I pay every year for the MLB package. Yeah. And I'm at half of the games anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Right. Hey, senior. Good news.
805 Chargers donates $2. Oh, what is this? Oh, I know what that is.
I'm already working on the fantasy stuff, Eric. I'm
Speaking of which, guys, we still got some openings.
If you guys want to in your fantasy league, that's what it is.
If you guys want to partake in the Giant Sports Talk Live fantasy baseball, let us know. Hold on, I didn't get to the other guys yet. I didn't read them yet. Let me get to this guy. 805 Chargers, $2. Is rooting for Team Japan like rooting for the Dodgers? Damn close.
I just want to watch some good baseball, Eric. You got no skin in the game there. I just want to watch good baseball.
Just watch some fun. Some competitive baseball in March of all time.
During COVID, I loved watching the games.
KBO
games over there. That were great, Eric. The LG Twins, and it was great.
The Eagles and the God, I can't remember who else there is out there. Jim, what's up, Jim? Donates $5. Thank you, Jim. Glenn, you've got a face for radio. Do you have Stern money?
I got the Howard Stern books here. If that's any, I get. I'd Stern books.
Yeah, there you go. Not Stern money, but he's got Stern books. There you go.
Yeah.
Huh. Hey, look at that. I think we might have something here. What do we got? Let's see what happens here.
You know what, Eric?
And now, another special guest appearance on Giant Sports Talk Live.
At this rate, he is a special guest, Eric.
Oh, yeah, it's no.
All right, so much fun. Lou's like, I'm back.
Wait, there he is. Hey!
I rebooted the computer. I can't do it just by the phone, but if I get knocked out one more time, I'll be retired.
It's all good, Lou. It's all good, man.
So now,
I contribute on the phone, but it's not.
No!
Same.
Lou's back. It's time to wrap it up, Eric. That's it.
Hey, blame it on Milli Vanilli. You know who? What did Milli Vanilli blame it on? What did they blame it on?
Blame it.
It really wasn't Milli Vanilli.
Blamed it on the rain.
Oh man!
Oh, those Russians.
They blamed it on the rain.
Oh my gosh! All right, Lou, what do you got on your mind? Let's hear because we talked about it a lot.
Hey, my last trip down to Mexico.
No. I
met Millie. I saw Millie a couple of months ago down in Mexico. Do you know that, Eric?
Yeah, I remember you telling about that. Yep.
I met Millie.
You met Millie?
Yeah.
But not Vanilli?
No sign
I
of
do
it.
want to say thanks. Yeah, I don't even know if he's alive.
Nobody heard from him.
Yeah, nobody heard.
That's a
from
good
him.
question. I thought, didn't one of them die? I thought.
I don't know.
Yeah, he might have committed suicide, I think.
Oof. Hey, wow.
And the other one, said no. Yeah,
They wouldn't let him sing.
no, because it all came out. The MTV thing at Forge. But no, I thought, I want to thank all the chats because you know what? Without them, we wouldn't have a show. And I know tonight, it's been difficult, especially my part going because of the rain. But I think hey, I want to say thanks to the chat. It's fun. That's what we're here for. And for us starting off sort of tough because Eric was so fired up from a thing, it sort of got me fired up. And before I knew it, I couldn't even speak my mind. I love it. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
There you go.
But yeah, if you want to talk about, because we've already kind of went over to the Vitello thing, but if there's any other things you want to talk about it.
No, I mean, I just think, you talked about San Diego getting better. I think the one thing about the Giants is they knew what their job was. And one of the things I wrote in the chat is you can't do it half-ass. We tried to help the offense, but really, we still really haven't done anything about the bullpen. They kept talking about what made the championships were the core four. But if you remember, we had 2 stud closers. Right now in the chat, if you take away our closer, who else could be our closer? Really, I don't know. I don't want the same guy as last year who maybe figured out his thing, but you can't do it half-ass. It's one of those things you got to go full boat. And yeah, we might criticize San Diego, but here's my question with picking up Castellano. You got a World Series champion. I know he's got a bad attitude, but since he got released, how much is he? The minimum?
Less than a minute. Yeah, less than a million.
Would he just cost the minimum?
Yeah,
so why not take a chance? I know
it's just like the Buster or just like the Pablo.
And again, San Diego is always trying to get better. We're always just taking baby steps, or as Glenn says, the safe route.
We were just talking about that.
Hey,
we're just talking about it.
It's just one of those things you can't keep doing it. The one thing about Nick Cape, obviously had problems, but you know what? I think that team, Philadelphia, hasn't been successful because too many egos on that.
Yeah, Bryce is into it now with his general manager.
And maybe he.
Oh, yeah. Bryce Harper.
So, there's a lot of big egos there. And you got to remember, he was sort of the stud at one point. He carried the team. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. So, we're the one thing about us with our bullpen, we're hoping guys last year that come off injuries again, and the one thing is I think I always bring up the thing the Giants picked up another crumb, but now we're picking up guys that aren't crumbs, but they're all injured. I mean, have you ever heard of an off season where you sign 3 guys that aren't going to pitch for one a whole year away and the other 2 6 months away? Are you telling me you had to sign them now and put them on the 40-man roster because somebody else was going to take these guys? That's
what I was. That's the issue I had. But
Eric, the Los Angeles Dodgers, they need a player. They go out and get the best possible player. We go into the dumpster. It never it hasn't changed, Eric.
No.
The philosophy of trying to find this diamond in the rough, we got to get away from that, Eric.
Yeah, I agree.
Sign 10 players and hope that one has a good year. That is losing baseball.
Yeah, I mean, come on, we got to break, and we got to get out of this funk of 500 baseball.
And we got to get off to a great start, right? Because if you think it's tough now, by the Kentucky Derby, which is the first Friday in May, I mean, I think that's 40 games in. It's going to be really tough. Because as I predicted, again, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I think it's going to be like, 10 and 23 or something.
Oh,
if you just look at the schedule, I think it's going to be really rough.
If it's really that rough. Bad, oh my
our
God.
Schedule.
It is going to be tough. It is tough.
Eric, if you look at our schedule, I mean, it's brutal. It's probably it's if not the tough, it's probably the second toughest in baseball. And all the tough games are on the road to begin with. I mean, the Dodgers, the Yankees, The opener on a Wednesday, hey, we don't have to go against their big two, but we still have to go against their lineup. So, it's going to be tough. Then we go on the road. We go to New York, who we know is better, the Mets. We got the Dodger. I mean, it's very tough. And I know we'll talk about it more, but we have to get off to important, especially with everything going on.
Before we shut it down, Tom wants to know, you're going to be doing some Derby picks. Lose lock.
Yeah, I know on my previous show, the last 2 years we've given away we've had the Derby winner. Very fortunate just how it's been. Last year we were all over Sovereignty, and the year before the Big Dan horse we had. So, of course we will. We'll give out some picks. We'll do whatever we can. We'll also talk about, a little March Madness of who maybe we like. But most importantly, guys, here, 99.8% of the time, it's all about Giants baseball.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Yeah, when is the Derby? Or the Masters is in April, right? Because
the Masters and Final Four at the same time. So the Final Four is on that Monday, opening week of the Masters. And then obviously the first Saturday in May is always a Kentucky Derby.
There you go. Nice.
So,
are you heading down to Kentucky for that, or are you sticking around here?
Well, usually what I do the last 2 years, I've done 2 podcasts in Reno for an ESPN affiliate. He just does a show with horses. And then last year I did one in Vegas through the Westgate. And that's one of the things I want to do when baseball starts, see if we can maybe get a special guest on this show who works for the Westgate and can talk about, futures, who might hurt the casino, who is the money, just something different.
Okay.
Because for us, we want to talk about Giants, but it's okay to bring an outsider in, just as long as we're talking baseball.
I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
Sort of
I'd love to hear what other people have to say. That's fantastic.
Yeah. You know what I'm sick of hearing? You know what I'm sick of, Eric?
Let's hear it. What are you sick of?
We go out and sign players, and we're trying to get better. And when we sign probably our best signing, my God, you get this kind of talk all the time. He's a great trade piece. If we're not doing good, great. Why are we so negative, Eric? And some days I'm not exactly Mr. Positive. We got Mr. Salty, super salty tonight again. But Eric, we haven't played a game yet this year.
And we're talking about trading at the trade deadline. Yeah.
What are we doing? Come on. Oh my God.
This is kind of where we are, man.
Lou hasn't gone through one season of Giants baseball on the Giants Sports Talk Live network. Lou, you have no idea what's coming.
Lou.
Lou, welcome to Giants Sports Talk Live.
I have noticed your chat is very up and down, but you know what? You know what's going to solve that, Eric? This season? Winning. And a Tommy Margarita. It doesn't get any better. That's what's going to help me out. Because I'm going to need to drink a lot with our season going.
Hey, look, we got a proud sponsor for the 2026 season. We already shot our little promo for our upcoming meet and greet. But hey, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, Home.
I need one tonight.
Of the Tommy Margarita, Tommy's Mexican Restaurant. Let's go. There we go, man. Our proud sponsor, Tommy's Mexican Restaurant. As I said right off the top, home of the Tommy Margarita. And again,
thanks for the break.
Yeah. Got to pop the pills, huh?
Yeah, take my heart meds.
Hey,
It's not funny if I have a stroke.
yeah, don't struggle. Dude,
Ratings
don't
just for the
stroke
worst.
out.
I won't even be here to reap the
Oh my
rewards.
God. But yeah, hey, it's awesome. Again, we talked about it earlier. Can't wait until March 14th. It's going to be so much fun. Looking forward to that. Seeing whoever can make it, that'd be awesome. But it's going to be good times. Absolutely.
At least we'll be having fun. If it was a month later, might not be the same atmosphere.
Yeah, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
Maybe not so
a week
much.
after the start of the season, I'd rather the week before. Just saying. If I've learned one thing on tonight's show, it hasn't been very much, actually. Might be one thing. Eric says Tony Vitello needs focus.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Focus. San Francisco Giants, man. That's where it's at. That's who. Hey, that is your employer. That is what you're supposed to be concentrating on, not Tennessee baseball. All right, done with that. Focus. But here, I saw a couple of people ask if you are interested in fantasy baseball. There's the email. Send us an email. I'll take a look at it, see who it is. If you look a little shifty, I'll put the kibosh, but no. Yeah, send them. And then we'll see if there's any room. I'll send you the invite. And then we're gonna do the pay like we did last time. I have Ibrahim. Anyone could either Venmo or Zelle Ibrahim. He'll be our treasurer, and then we'll pay out through Venmo at the end of the season. So that's
we know about. If anybody knows about Shifty, it's Giant Sports Talk Live Fantasy League. We know Shifty.
It's fun, man. It's a points league. It's a little bit labor intensive. Right?
Who will dethrone Marcus, or is he going to come back strong again and be a repeat winner? Marcus had such a year last year.
Yeah, Marcus.
Went from worst to first, and I went from first to freaking. Lou, can you imagine a fantasy league 6 months long? I spent 5 months in first place, and then I finished about 900 points behind the second last person.
Hey, it's the joys. It's about having look. It's about having fun, right?
Oh, yes,
there is some competitive spirit. Don't get me wrong, but it's more about having fun.
And we talk about it on the show, and we have some laughs. And my God, every time Wilmer would hit a home run, we had Robbie Dizzle. Robbie Dizzle drafted Wilmer. He's up for grabs. I'll trade him to you, Glenn. And then Wilmer hits 2 home runs. I've taken him off the table, Glenn. He offered me, I think, 8 trades last year. And the next day, trades off. He hit a home run last night. I couldn't get Wilmer.
Nice.
Oh, my gosh. He's a guy that takes it pretty serious, too, Robbie.
Yeah, he
although his problem, he was doing good like me at the start of the year. You cannot, Robbie, let me give you, I'm certainly not the guy to be taking advice from, okay? Don't be taking advice from me, but I will give you a pearl of wisdom. You cannot win fantasy league when your roster is all San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, you can't do that. Can't do that.
His first baseman, his second baseman, his third baseman, his outfielders, his DH. Oh, my God.
Full of Giants. Yep.
Yeah, he loved it. Hey, and if that, you know what? It's fun, Eric. So if you want to draft your favorite players, unlike me, once he got his meat hooks on to Wilmer, that was it. Yep. I knew I couldn't see him. And then, of course, Wilmer had a great opening day, a great opening week. I was like, all right. Anyway, I'm frustrated. I'm like a heart monitor, Eric. Somebody just said I look bored. Now I'm all fired up.
You are.
Lou, I can't wait till Lou gets this, once we get the season rolling, Eric, and Lou starts to see the idiosyncrasies of what happens around here. Not that he already hasn't, but you think our chat's a little up and down now? Wait till the season starts.
Oh, it gets fun.
Win 2 in a row, we're going to the playoffs. We lose 8 in a row, and it's all hell's breaking. Trade everybody.
You gotta keep it in perspective. Yeah, right. When you do post games, we're in the moment. You gotta focus.
Yeah. Focus.
Look, right?
Get your hands right.
We get into the weeds, so to speak, with each individual game, but then you got to take it as a whole with this month. And then when it gets into 2 months, how they're doing over 2 months. So yeah, it's fun.
I'm going to focus, Eric.
There you go. Right on. Lou, any parting words, man?
Nothing. I'm just excited to be here. I know at the very end of the show last year, I still remember Eric was all about, remember the Detroit Tigers from the year before. The Detroit Tigers from the year before.
I was on to something because they went on a run, remember?
Yeah, they went on a run.
Yeah.
You know, the Giants last couple of years have been like a tease.
Yeah.
God, that girl, I'm about to
Dating
make a move.
tips
And then,
for Lou. Dating tips for
this
Lou.
doesn't happen. So, what are you going to do? But no, you know what? That's why they play the games. Every year there's a surprise team. Hopefully this year it can be the Giants, because it doesn't matter to us. We're still going to do the show, but it just makes it a little bit sweeter when they're winning.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, hey, we're not the only ones. Us fans, we've been dealing with it since 2017, right?
Yep.
Look at Logan Webb. He's come out and said on the record, I'm tired of 500 baseball. He wants a change. So come on, let's go. Come on. If you don't want to listen to just us who are just fans of the game, right? Listen to your freaking ace in Logan Webb. He's tired of 500 baseball. So let's turn this shit around. Let's go out there and freaking play some damn good. Let's go out there. This is a big ask. Go out there and get 88 wins. Look at that, man. I'm setting the bar low for you. My God. Come on. Let's get the heck out of here. You got anything else, Lou, Glenn, before we get out of here? Because
no, I think the moral of the story today is just focus on what's ahead. Let's get things going. They should focus. Yes. Maybe that'll be the topic of tomorrow, Wednesday night show, Eric. I'm going to talk a little bit about focus. Focusing on what you've got to be doing. They're not management's not focusing. Have you focused on getting me quality pitching? No. Have you where is the focus with this team, Eric? Focus is in the dumpster. They're like a homeless guys out in the back in the tenderloin, and they're looking for that.
Let's see what happens.
You're looking for a deal. That's another play. Go up to the tenderloin. You're looking for a deal. Meet me in the side.
Let's see what happens.
Stop it, Eric. Otherwise, I thought Lou and I brought a lot to the table today.
There you go. There you go. Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome anytime. The pitching, I'm 100% right there. The hitting is going to be better. There's no doubt. I'm excited to see the lineup go out there and take care of business. The pitching, we'll see what happens. Hey, before we get out of here, I want to thank Aaron, DL, JB, Julio, 805 Chargers, and Jim. All you guys donated today with Super Chats. Appreciate you guys.
I'll talk to Julio tomorrow down in the schoolyard, Eric.
There you go.
I got to rush off here. The railroad's coming to Walnut Grove, and even though I know how it wraps up, I got to go see what happens tonight.
I hear you. Look, before I got on here,
Delivery fried chicken. Delivery of fried chicken's on the way over here.
Joe Kagan just showed up in Walnut Grove right before I came on. So
Joey, Lou, Joe needs your help. Lou, I was saying to Eric, I don't know if it was it on air or off air, Eric. I said that Joe Kagan, that guy doesn't have very much luck with the ladies.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
I'll give advice for free.
Hey, what's up, Dallas? Yeah, take a re-listen. By the way, excellent comment earlier, Dallas.
Yes,
on the post.
And Glenn, I hope you can make it because I got something. Eric doesn't know what it is, but when you come to Tommy's, if you can, knock on wood, you can. I got a little surprise for you.
For who? For both of us, or just for me?
Just for Glenn, because we already have.
Thanks, Lou. Thanks, Lou.
But it's more of it's a sweet tooth thing. You'll see what I mean.
Most
importantly, you can make it.
Oh, shit. You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like there's going to be a lot of fun dip involved. That's what I'm guessing.
I gave my last fun dip to this guy right here for Christmas.
I still have it. Yeah.
Did you eat it?
No, not yet. I'm going to have to get into
before date. I think it was 2012. And if it is, you can bring it on Wednesday's show on the Zoo.
Okay, I'll do that.
They don't make fun dips like they used to. Just saying.
All right, and before we get out of here,
you got the ones in Canada. The ones out here are still pretty solid. I will say.
Rest in peace, Robert Duvall, guys. Robert
Eric,
Duvall.
real quick, what was your favorite movie that Robert Duvall was in?
Oh my gosh! You know what I loved him in? I don't know if you guys seen. Have you ever seen Open Range, the Western? With Kevin Costner. Fantastic! I loved him in that episode.
Glenn, how about you?
Not sure.
dear.
Not a
Mine
fan.
was the Great Santini.
The Great
I don't know if
Santini was a pilot. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was the father
Yep.
of the son who actually was in Caddyshack. You know, he was the caddy. So Lonesome Dove, that's a pretty good call. Yeah, I don't remember Godfather. He was okay. You know, but he's been in a lot of great ones. What, you know, probably growing up, one of the best actors, and he was so distinctive. You know, I loved him in Four Christmases, which is a film that was sort of recent. Open Range, okay.
Awesome.
You know,
Open Range was awesome. He was great in that one.
Basically, probably one of those stud actors. Never really get politics, never spoke, was very quiet, but just solid.
Solid. 100%. He was great. I really enjoyed him. And,
I think my favorite two would be
Now.
sports related. I don't know if you've even seen them. Maybe you have. Maybe Lou has. He was in Days of Thunder. Remember when he was in Days of Thunder? Oh, yeah.
Great call. Days of Thunder, I forget.
Another great movie. Of the race team there, or the whatever you call that. And Eric, you know, I'm a big fan of the retro TV. The thing Lou was talking about, too, he made such a big name for himself, but he also wasn't afraid to portray. He took so many small roles. He was like a specialty actor, you know, the Columbos, and he was on Mod Squad back in the 70s. And he would, you know, when you watch Streets of San Francisco with guest stars, Robert Duvall, he would always make appearances. He was all over the map, but he did get some big credit roles. So,
and let's not forget Apocalypse Now, right? I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Smells like a victory. Love it. Good stuff. All right, let's get the hell out of here. We'll be back on Wednesday, guys. Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. Do it all over again. And
another 48 hours away. It's always, I love it
you
this
never
way.
do.
Anything can happen in 48 hours.
We're going to talk about Tennessee baseball, Eric? Now, come on.
Come on now. No, that's done. We put that one to bed. We put it to bed. It's done. Right?
But has he put it to bed? I guarantee on the radio tomorrow, in the newspaper, it'll be the topic.
It's going to be on the radio. So it's done.
He did it to himself.
He did. Right? To a certain extent, he did. I think he'll learn from it, though. I'm hoping. Let's get out of here, guys. See you Wednesday night, guys. Be good. And guys, if you're in the Central Valley, Northern California, stay dry. It's pouring.
I hope we see Lou. Lou's working on an arc, I think.
I'm gonna have to bust out the floaties here pretty soon, man. It's
water noodles for everybody. It's nice. See you then.
Get out of here. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.